Today, we're going to be doing something a little different, and we're going to be talking about anchors.
I was genuinely terrified that we were going to get our boat, go out there, and freaking destroy it.
I think that, at least within my 3D render here, I think that it succeeds in matching the natural lines of Ixion.
From this, we've already gotten started on making the ultimate form that everything is going to be fitted and clamped to, and let's get to that.
If you've been following us, you know I've been posting on different groups, trying to decide, if I'm going in the right direction. I just wanted to hear what other people had to say. I got some really good feedback and, some not so great feedback. At the end of the day, I do think we're going in the right direction. I think the Bowsprit design is really unique, and I actually like that we're making it out of wood. I know that it's more maintenance in the long run, but I think that it kind of ties that little bit of historical sailing to modern day. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but craftsmanship is really important, and kind of ironically, this project is bringing that side out of me in spades. I look at craftsmanship and I'm like, I've always wanted to try to do that. And in this project, I really feel like I'm getting to scratch that itch. And I'm loving it. I've really enjoyed laying up layers of wood and building something stronger from it. I just feel like I'm building something real and solid, and that it's probably going to outlast the boat if it's well taken care of, which is kind of funny because the boat's already 40 years old. I chose wood because, thanks to my father, I have all of the woodworking tools at my disposal to start working on it now. I also chose wood because of that craftsmanship spirit that I have, and I really wanted to do something that was both functional but also fashionable. And I've been watching the YouTube channel Samson Boat Company, and I've been in awe at the level of detail and craftsmanship that's been going into rebuilding the boat Tally Ho. And I guess, having watched it, I kind of wanted to see if I could do at least an inkling of what goes on there. So I chose wood because I thought it was beautiful, I thought it was different, and I've had my fill of fiberglass. And stainless steel just really wasn't an option because I don't know how to weld, and this had to be something that I had to do. I couldn't afford to pay somebody to build this for me. So stainless steel just wasn't an option, and I wanted something robust and fashionable. having chosen my material, I went with white oak. But it's one of the strongest woods available, which makes it pretty difficult to work with. Can't tell you how often I'm sharpening chisels. It is pound for pound as strong as steel, so I don't feel like I'm compromising strength for looks. I'm not compromising strength because I'm being cheap. You know, it's an expensive wood, but it's also a really strong wood. For those history buffs out there, white oak is the same material that the USS Constitution's built from. It's a historical tall ship that sits here in Boston Harbor, and its nickname is Old Ironsides because during the War of 1812, British cannonballs would just bounce off the hull. At least that's what was reported. So, you know, this stuff is pretty tough. So some of the bad comments that we've gotten was mainly like, this thing will never hold up. It's made out of wood and wood isn't strong. Generally it's too weak. It's a bad idea. I've gotten some people saying that it's a vanity project, that we're wasting our time, and I really don't think that's the case. In terms of strength, while we're at anchor, the bowsprit's not taking the entire load of the boat at anchor. Just like you do with an all-chain rode on any other boat, you snub it to carry that force into more reinforced places. So, you know, when we're at anchor, we're going to snub our line and carry it to the cleats just like we would, you know, with an all-chain rode. So we're not going to really have that much of the boat's weight on the bowsprit. Having said that, it's worth noting that white oak has a PSI strength, pressure per inch strength of 15,200 pounds before it breaks. It's got a stress PSI of 11,500 pounds. That's before it starts to bend and crack. So that alone is stronger than our entire tonnage of our boat. So again, like, I don't feel like we're building something that is weak. And because of the arms that I added, which they don't just serve an aesthetic purpose to pull the lines of the boat back, but they're there to help cantilever any of the stresses further aft on the bow in and of itself.
She's a hard to label, untamable woman. Just wait till you see her.
So those cantilever arms, that's what I'm going to call them, I guess. They're going to be bolted in 4 different places, sealed with Dow Corning 5200, 3 times longer than the bowsprit extends forward. So all in all, I'm building this very, very robust. I've also decided that with all the bolts and fastenings that we're using, that I'm going with silicone bronze bolts. Everything's going to be capped off, so you're not going to be able to see any of the hardware. But because of that, stainless steel doesn't like to be deprived of oxygen. Silicone bronze does, and they're almost as strong as stainless steel. So we're not just building this, to last for now. We're building this to last forever. Eventually, we might move our forestay forward. In that case, we'll probably add a bobstay to further reinforce that vertical force. And lastly, I think it's just going to look beautiful, and it harkens back to, the days of old boat building, and I think it's nice to use a sustainable piece of wood to accent both the boat, but also serve an important function. So I'm excited with how it's coming along, and it really is scratching this itch I have to make something strong and beautiful, and it's a connection to general history and to my own history. So I'm loving this project, and I hope once we get to install it that it looks as good as I'm seeing it in my mind.
Thank you so much for watching this episode. It was a bit different, but what you got to see was kind of a little bit of Nick's, I don't want to say nerdy side, but kind of him geeking out over this woodwork. It was something that he was genuinely very passionate about, and the design of it was impeccable. I had absolutely nothing to do with the design of this or the construction of it. Unfortunately, we're not going to see the installation of the bowsprit in this episode. I know I posted on the comments and on social media that we would see it, but this has been a week from hell, unfortunately. So it'll be the first thing next week's episode. And just to give you a little bit of kind of an update, I'm actually filming this the day this episode is going live. So it's present day. And over the last several weeks, we've had a snowstorm. It snowed for several days. On top of that, I actually had to have a little bit of, oral surgery. I had to have a tooth removed. So I was recovering from that. On top of provisioning and shopping and packing and getting ready for Christmas, it has been insane, and for that I apologize so much that you don't get to see the bowsprit installed this week, but it is done, it is built, it just has to be installed. At the beginning of next week's episode, we will install the bowsprit, so it'll be up first, and then we will continue on to the regular plan for that episode, which is to update our solar system. Again, I apologize. I know a lot of you are excited to see the final result of that. Just things did not go according to plan, and the world did not let us have that one. So I apologize. Again, thank you for watching, and as always, don't forget to subscribe, comment below, let us know what you think of this overall project, and share. Tell everyone about us, and have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays, and we really hope that this time is joyous for you, even though it's a little bit crazy. So, see you all next week. Bye.